What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now Paul. Passes it to Booker. Outside, KD. 6 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Pass to Gobert. Towns down low. KD's on him. Good work there as it goes. Towns has got his second bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
And he makes that one.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Towns in the corner. Towns is doubled. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
No good from Durant.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Over to the left wing. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Durant. The dish to Ayton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Ayton showing he can be a problem on other spots on the floor, not just the post.
Conley against Paul. Conley feeling it out.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Paul for 3 at Kogi. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 1:46 left to play here in the first. Conley against KD. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And finished off by McDaniel.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. .121 left to play in the first quarter. Now the pass to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Octopi. Lets it go with a 3.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare you. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Dishes it to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Booker. It's the three-point bomb.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here is Conley. They lead by 1. Outside, Towns. To the wing right side. It's deflected. Durant with the steal. Goes up and then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Hey, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
And Towns gets it to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Paul. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1 spot. Now Anderson, after T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go, powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
And so here's Phoenix. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Beasley passes to Booker. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. One-on-one here. Here's McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Booker. Elbow shot is on the way. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Reed with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And it's the Suns with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Anderson dishes to Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Edwards against Booker. To the left side wing. Landale pass to Warren. Clock at 6. And it's Warren with the jam.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
Here's Edwards. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And Phoenix making a change. Ross is checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Noel passes to Conley. McDaniels. Towns for 3. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Warren. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Ah, the will of Warren, admirable, superb, staying with the contact there. Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Here's Ross. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Driving the lane.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ross on the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Towns.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Left side, Warren. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. Back to Warren. Takes it inside, and it's in there. Warren's got 6.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave T.J. Warren a little too much room, and he's going to want to score.
The shot and game clock separated by 4 and stolen by Payne. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Ross with a wide open look. A miss that time would have put him up. Here's Towns. No good on the last second attempt there.
Staying with his man, Warren.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
25. The Timberwolves. 25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Staying out there with Terrence Ross. And it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at the center. Now Prince. After T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Now here's Booker. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And Booker kicks to Paul. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. They double-team Conley, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Ross is checked in for the Suns.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. There's Prince. Misses in close. Suns shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Here is Durant. Over Prince. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. It's going to be Towns shooting. That one on Ayton. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Edwards in for Noel.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Pass to Ross. Durant up top. McDaniels defending.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
He doesn't get the second one.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
It's good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Craig, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And here is Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley the pass to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Towns in the corner. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, no good. Suns trail by 4. KD with it. Conley picks him up. And then Durant with the dunk.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Conley with it. Out to the right wing. Durant with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from KD. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Outside Conley. Passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Paul right side. .133 left in the third. Releases. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Gobert trying to get open. No good on the 3.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Sinks the triple.
You can see with that form on the jump shot that DeAndre Ayton has the tools to become effective on the perimeter.
Towns a screen on Booker. This one for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns good for 3. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, KD. Now here's Ayton. Guarded by Reed. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here's Noel. Defended by Booker. To the left wing. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. And the rejection by Ayton.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
The Suns shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Paul. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Suns on top. They lead by 1. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said he just wants them to play faster. Feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Now here's Paul. Fires for 3. They get it again. Durant. Second chance shot. Again, Phoenix.
KD now in his 30s still continues to play with that bouncy, childlike energy. He loves the game.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute play. Ball against Conley. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. Durant with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Kicks it to Ayton. Paul surveying the floor. And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Ayton. Paul, right side. Ayton trying to break free. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. Suns leading by 7. Stolen by Conley. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. Outside, Towns. Back to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
There's the pass to Octopi.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's McDaniel. G right on him. And Phoenix turns it over again. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. So it's Minnesota now. It's a 5-point game. And taken away by Paul. Down low. Whistle blows, basket, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
Previous plays
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Suns leading by 5. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Left side, Edwards. That shot off the mark. Booker with no one around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Durant, that's good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And now it's a 12-point Phoenix lead. Here's Noel, defended by Paul. Noel passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing, looking to end the run, and finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Paul. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly show. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
I smack clowns with mad style.
An opportunity to spotlight the amazing. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Dorns.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Up top, Durant. He's guarded by Zubac. Yep, count it.
Boy, you just have to sit back sometimes and admire the shooting form of Kevin Durant. Shoulders squared, body straight, pre-shot preparation perfect.
Leonard outside. Oh, denied by Durant. Booker against George. Outside Durant. And he's going to the line. For two, the official saw contact while he was going up.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And Booker puts up a deep three from outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Takes the three. Pure from three-point range.
Russell Westbrook wants to keep the defense honest, so he'll make just enough three-point shots to do exactly that.
Ayton, a screen on Leonard. Durant, the pass to Paul. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Russell Westbrook. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game, understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament. The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Knocks it loose, and the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so here are the Clippers. George, right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Pass to Westbrook. Now Zubac, 6 to shoot. Outside Covington. Okogie pulls down the board. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Okogie on the wing. Durant with it. They double team Durant. Right side Booker. 1:27 left in the first. Westbrook comes with a double. Here's the three. Booker no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Kept alive. The kick to Durant. There's the three. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Outside Paul. Booker against George. Outside Durant. They double team Durant. Booker for three. Drops in the three.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Now here's George. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. This
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
and some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. We've got Mason Plumlee, Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon, and it's Highland in at the one.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
Here's Highland, up top Morris. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough. Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch four.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Highland. And the layup is good.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Gordon. The kick out to Morris. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Baisley. The Suns leading. And here they come. Booker, good. Booker's got 5.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Gordon, the pass to Morris. Morris, a screen on Payne. Stolen by Booker. Here's the pick. Outside Payne. Gordon with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And the three-pointer goes. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Dhors, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with. Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Gordon against Booker. Pass to Highland. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here for 3. Gordon. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Landale. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Warren. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Up top, Booker. 10 points for him.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Ross, he's checked in for the Suns. Ross against George. Outside Covington. With the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
Ross against George. Outside Payne. There's 38 seconds left in the second. George passes to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Warren with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And it's the Suns with the ball. And here's Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Shot clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's George.
I love Terrence Ross is trying to affect the...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Suns on top. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Cameron Payne out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Darius Baisley. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Leonard against Warren. George outside. To the inside. Here's Zubac.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And it's tied up with that one. Payne with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Picked up by Baisley. Payne with it. Guarded by Covington. Ross can't get it to go. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Phoenix calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Paul. Buries it down low. Paul's got 5.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Here's George. Soft touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now Booker. 10 points for him. Driving in. Pass to Octopi. Left side Durant. It's stolen by Leonard. George outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Here's Booker. Back to Durant. 5 to shoot. Over Leonard. Durant's shot is off.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Paul with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Booker for 3, and his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
George, good. George has got 8.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Booker no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Booker against Westbrook. George outside. Shot clock at 5. Out to Leonard. Picked by Covington. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Durant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's got the jump. He shows you right there. I'm going to rock the rim. Leave no doubt, KD.
Here's the 3 from Paul. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Covington. Now Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. And again, no good by the Clippers. Durant against Westbrook. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And that one's good. Paul. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Covington. And Durant with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Durant, the pass to Paul. Outside Booker for the lead. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, just tremendous range already. What a floor spacer Booker is at such a tender young age.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was...
The previous play is
are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
A tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant that. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Paul George.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's Durant. That one's good for 2. And the Suns lead by 2.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Leonard outside. Driving to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Oh, Josh Octopi putting all that athleticism to good use there on the defensive end.
The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Paul passes to Booker. Leonard against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Well, this guy's so effective. DeAndre Ayton will take the mid-range if you concede it.
George outside. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Covington. Back to George. Shoots over Booker. Misses off the right iron. The Suns have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Now here's Paul. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Okogie. And the Suns get another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Knock loose. In transition, here come the Suns. Durant with it. Pass to Booker. From behind the arc.
Suns foul. Josh Octopi. 3rd personal foul.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. George outside. Zubac with a screen on Booker. Nails it from 3.
He's such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Ball against Westbrook. Up top, Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
And the jam by George.
Wow! How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's Octopi. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal...
The previous play is
even
under
after the
review.
video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Aiden. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, the pressure remains on here for DeAndre Ayton. They need this shot right here.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It goes on Chris Paul.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Ayton, a screen on George. Paul passes to Ayton. That one is off. Ooh, nice D from George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. And he buries it. And tie game! Huge basket right there. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Pass to Octopi. And here's Durant.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
George against Booker. Leonard outside. 16 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And they go to the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Timeout called, the Clippers. They're behind by 4. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team. Another big cheer for your son's youth dance team. Make some noise!
Here's George. A 3 off the inbound. He's off on that one. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, Al. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill.
I smack clowns with mad style.
team to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now here is Conley. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Towns lays it up and banks it in. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
Now Conley, after Westbrook's missed 3, to the inside. Here's Towns, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Outside Leonard. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Covington wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
The pass to Towns. Takes a 3. A shot by McDaniels. No good. LA is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Covington. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Conley. Towns has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 6. And Towns throws it down.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Westbrook against Conley. Outside for George. Plumlee sets the pick for George. And the Clippers miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Towns at the elbow. They get the rebound. Gobert with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here's George. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Edwards looking it over. Pass to Towns. Gobert in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McDaniels. No points in the game yet for him. Now the feed to Gobert. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Edwards. And Westbrook pulls it down.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Plumlee with a screen on Edwards. Short. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns is doubled. Passes it to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns dishes to Conley. Towns a screen on Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Towns the pass to McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Left side Westbrook. And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Conley finds Towns. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Conley for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
Yeah, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Heading downhill, Gobert covers a lot of ground with those long strides.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Minnesota making a switch. Anderson's checked in. Conley against Westbrook. Conley surveying the D. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Westbrook kicks to Zubac. From the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves leading by 9. Conley dishes to Gobert. That one drops for him. 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
The kick out to Anderson. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in to McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Alexander-Walker passes to Reed. From deep, Prince, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Count it. He's got 7.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Noel. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Plumlee against Anderson. Here's Reed, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is. Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Outside, George. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. That one, no good. It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw.
This is the area of the game we've seen lots of improvement by Alexander Walker.
He's off on the second. Clippers trail by 12. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pass to Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Minnesota calls timeout. Eight seconds left now here in the second. Feeds to Gobert. With 4 seconds on the clock, can't get the layup. And so it's Minnesota ahead by. Thanks so much, David Wilson. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
What I love about Russell Westbrook, he plays with maximum effort every single night. You can be sure he's not taking any plays off.
Pass to Towns. Gobert against Zubac. Gobert double-teamed. Here's McDaniels. Good on the triple. McDaniels got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate playing smart basketball.
George against Edwards. Zubac kicks to Plumlee. A three-pointer, no good. Minnesota leading by 10. And it's Towns penetrating, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Gobert down low. Zubac defending. Gobert gets the bucket.
Nice to see Rudy Gobert assert himself on the offensive end. They would like to see more of this from Rudy.
Nobody near George. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 10.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Los Angeles making a switch here. Man's checked in. Outside Conley. Towns, the pass to Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
In a league of huge guys, Gobert's size stands out, helps him absorb contact.
Over to the wing. Zubac kicks to Plumlee. Leonard draws the double. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. So the wing on the left. Towns is doubled. Out to Edwards. Outside Conley. 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Leonard. And the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. From past the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
As we've seen, there's nothing Leonard can't do. He's polished every aspect of his game.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. There's the drive. And Towns throws it down.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
1:16 left to play in the third. Right side George. Clock at 6. For the 3. Rebound Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now here's Conley. He's guarded close. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. And the rejection by Zubac. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Cooper substitution. Nicholas Batum. Norman.
Here's Reed. Clock at 4. And he banks in the layup. Reed's got 6.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Here's Highland. He feeds it to Plumlee. Here's Mann. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 9. Anderson with the ball. Stripped it away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Highland misses. It's Prince on the wing. And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. The defense. Oh, we have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Clippers trail by 9. Inside. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Rips it home after the terrific move.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Here's Highland. Outside Covington. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Anderson the screen. Alexander Walker passes to Prince, and they recover it. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Reed gets the bucket.
Playing with good instincts. The key on making those around him better.
And the Clippers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lue as he talked with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Passes it to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Highland. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. For 3, Edwards. The shot off that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Aggressive play from Kawhi Leonard, drawing the foul and still taking his shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
The pass to Gobert. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Here's Highland. He kicks it to Leonard. He gets it in there. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Conley with a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From deep, George. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Edwards. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota. Outside Leonard. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Highland passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Plumlee, no luck. Minnesota with the ball. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Plumlee in the high post. Wide open look here for Zubac. And the Clippers miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Los Angeles ball.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Leonard gets it to go.
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense and elite score from all three levels.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily.
I smack clowns with mad style.
looking at both of these teams, Richard. Both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Stolen by Conley. Booker against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Double team on Towns. And we're going to have a jump ball. Gobert against Booker. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Towns. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Back to Paul. And Conley grabs the miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Off target from three-point range. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Paul passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Edwards is doubled. Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. To the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Is that an answer or what? He just one-upped him real good.
Those two relish going at each other, don't they? Okogie on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Okogie's got his second basket.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Down low. Here's Towns. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Durant. The Suns leading. Durant draws the double, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Suns making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Right side Durant. And that one's long.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to McDaniels. Over to the left wing. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Towns against Durant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It goes on Kevin Durant.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pass to Okogie. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Count it. Towns has got 11 points.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
The kick to Durant. Fires for three. No luck on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Towns. And Ayton pulls it down. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Paul finds Durant. 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. And again, it's the Suns missing. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Okogie's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Towns. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. Phoenix calls timeout.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. We'd like to see better positioning defensively.
All right, fans, let me hear you give it for your Timberwolves dancer.
Now here's Paul. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Takes it inside, and the layup is good off the glass.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Here's McDaniels. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Landale in at the 5 down low. The Timberwolves shooting around 50% of the game so far. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. Got a piece of it. Payne against Conley. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Back to Anderson from deep three-point range. They get the rebound. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Payne. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development, and you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with the top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed, and Towns is subbed in for Anderson. And the Suns also making a change. Booker's checked in. Good on the bucket. Towns has got 16 points now.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
For 3, Booker. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Booker for 3. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Conley passes to Towns. High arcing shot. The kick out to Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Phoenix calls timeout. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. It's Warren on the wing. Puts up a 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
The Suns trailing. Here's Baisley. There's the drive. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Landale. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. And here's Minnesota now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Gobert with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
1:51 left in the second period. Now Payne. He's got 5. Pass to Landale. Now here's Warren. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Gobert no good. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Now Booker. Outside Payne. Crafty move. Landale controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Conley against Payne. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Booker, the pass to Warren. Oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Gobert's got 8 points.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
To the left side wing. Here's Baisley from downtown. Can't hit that one. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Booker for 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns going to just be merciless on offense.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, VA. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
McDaniels against Durant. To the wing on the left. Tipped away. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Ayton. Durant's got 5.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
The kick out to Edwards. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Booker. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Inside. Towns down low. Guarded by Durant. The shot by Towns. No good. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Durant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Towns, a screen on Paul. Conley with the ball. Durant covering. McDaniels from long range. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. To the middle. Here's Towns. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there. And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Pass to Gobert. Ooh, poked away. Paul with a steal. Durant for 3. The shot off that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They double him with Booker. Minnesota calls time here.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Reed. Pass to Noel. Reed, a screen on Booker. Back to Reed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of the shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Down low. And finished off by Anderson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Ayton, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Anderson with a screen on Paul. Rivers sinks it from distance. Rivers has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Durant against Anderson. Lets it fly from 18. And that one's good by Durant.
It just looks too easy. Durant with the skill and height to get anything he wants from the mid-range.
Here's Rivers. To the right side. Here's Prince. And it's off from three-point range. Paul for three. Gets the three to fall. Paul's got 7 points.
So quick at getting the shot off. Paul has that one in the bag.
Hits a three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter ahead by... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Josh Okogie, Chris Paul out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Durant in at the power forward spot to the paint.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton. Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
And Minnesota calls time here.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
Thank you for that, Allie. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The three from Ayton, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Towns, to the wing, right side. Gobert inside. He's against Ayton. Just 4 to shoot. No coverage that time. Towns has got 23 points.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Conley passes to Towns, and he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now. The Suns have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Pass to Durant. Jacks up a 3. Edwards pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Towns. Outside Edwards. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. RJ, you're in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards, the pass to Conley. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, denied by Durant.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
Here's Okogie. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. And another basket basket for Phoenix.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
Towns with the ball. Back to Daniels. Paul with the double to the inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Durant, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Pass to Gobert. From 17, Phoenix grabs the miss.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his third foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Edwards fires from way outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And here are the Suns now. It's a 13-point game. Drills it from deep.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. They throw good, Edwards. No good on the second, so he hits one of two.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
A nice shot by Booker.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one was a fun one to watch.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the 3, the small forward. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry. And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Now here's Durant. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
All against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Katie, here we go. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Clippers now. Outside, George. Passes to Covington. Leonard on the wing. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
You stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Clearly a foul. And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Westbrook passes to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
All against Westbrook. Now here's Paul. Ayton in the high post. 6 on the shot clock. Basket counts. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Well, hitting that mid-range shot, this is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
Covington in the corner. Outside, George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Paul with the steal. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Paul. Ayton in the corner. A 3-ball. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. And here's Westbrook after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Covington, it gets underappreciated, but guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. That's a lot of complimentary stuff.
And he sinks the second. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
They grab their own miss. Ayton kicks to Booker, and it's all evened up. Booker's got 5 points so far.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
George looking over the floor, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here's Booker from the arc. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. And it's T.J. Warren, and it's Landale in at the 5.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's Highland. Following the basket by T.J. Warren, and the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul. Mann's checked in for Paul George. They double him with Payne. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Out left to the wing. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Booker. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Here's Highland. Payne covering.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Powell with the steal. Pass to Mann. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Landale with the bucket. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls. And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Booker with a deep three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, that was something else.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Leonard, no luck.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Covington against Warren.
2 minutes remaining.
And there's the pass to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker in the post. That one off the back iron and out.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Ross is checked in for the Suns. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Payne passes to Baisley. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Warren. Here's Landale. Zubac's defending, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:16 left in the first half. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Brett, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. Yeah, Paul George, look out, hammers that one home.
55 seconds left to play in the first half. He lobs it up, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Leonard looking around. Outside, George shoots the three. They get it back. Pass to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Moves back up. And the layup is good. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi. Just insisting on getting to that shot.
Going inside. Here's Baisley, defended by Covington. Baisley passes to Ross. No good again that time. And here's Covington from the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thanks, David. And whoop.
Your Clippers, 32. The Suns, 24.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's George for 3. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Al Paul. He's got 6. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Durant in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton kicks to KD. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Rebound by the Suns.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Out to the wing. Trying his luck from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Paul against Westbrook. A step back shot here. That one a little long. Clippers leading by 5. Here's George. 14 points for him. Zubac with the screen for George. Leonard the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he could do things like that where he just decides to take over. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's the second from the line. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
George against Ayton. And George kicks to Covington. The Clippers keep it alive. Outside Westbrook. The three from George. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns trail by 6. Ayton a screen on Leonard. Durant the pass to Booker. Gets an open look and hits. And that's now 10 points for Devin Booker.
And Devin Booker, a scoring threat when he gets off of the bus. This time doing it at the mid-range.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
1:52 left here in the third quarter. Outside, George. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up for threes, but PG could score on the inside.
Ayton a screen on Leonard. Durant with it. Leonard picks him up. Back to KD. Passes it to Octopi. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. We've got 1:13 left in the third. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard attacking. Yep, it counts. Leonard's got 6.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. And Covington sends it back. Leonard with the ball. 6 points for him. Covington finds George. Outside Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
Leonard hits them both. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Durant inside. He's covered by Leonard. Paul looking over the floor. Back to KD. Phoenix no good that time either. Outside Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Paul. He's got 6. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the 3 spot. And here's Booker from the arc. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And here is Paul. This is to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And George kicks to Zubats. Zubats a screen on Paul. Westbrook, no good. Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. It's Durant on the wing. Paul outside, 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Another shot, kicks it out to Booker. With the floater, the shot's good from Paul. And it's 8 points for Chris Paul.
Love the deft touch from Chris Paul on the floater there. His timing on those shots, sublime.
Booker against George. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Outside Covington. And Paul over to help. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. Second team foul.
Goes up off the inbound, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's Durant. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. No good with the elbow jumper. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Octopi. Pass to Ayton. The pass to Octopi. Durant in the corner. Off target from outside.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Covington against Paul. Here's Leonard. Back to Covington. Zubac trying to break loose. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Leonard.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
Count that one.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Zubac, that's good.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Durant, the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Ayton. Outside, Covington. Pass to Leonard. Deflects the pass. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
A nice shot by KD.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Outside, George. And Leonard has it in the corner. George dishes to Leonard. A floater. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns on offense. 6-point game. Octopi for 3. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the strike. Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 5. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Octopi. Right side, Durant. A second chance effort. It's in!
Amazing ball handling ability allows Durant to gain separation from even the most lockdown defenders.
Here's Covington. Misses the shot. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Gobert no good. And here's Covington.
Walking foul called on Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now off the inbound. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
And Leonard drops them both.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
It's tipped. Covington against McDaniels. And the jam by Covington.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
The 3, Conley. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Leonard on the take. McDaniels with some nice D.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Incredible balance on that take. You gotta respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
Edwards against George. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Inside. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Leonard against Edwards. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Pick by Gobert. Conley passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And the Clippers with the ball after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. George outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 5 now.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Leonard against Towns. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels inside. Good D by Covington.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. Leonard outside. Driving inside. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
But, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
The Timberwolves trail. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's McDaniels. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
George, no good. A chance at a 2 for 1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Towns with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. Towns a screen on George. From deep, Conley. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Covington, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Edwards against Leonard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's George. And he lays it up and in. George has got 7 points in the game.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
A tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
Exactly. Making certain the right call was made. They've done a great job of speeding the process and giving the officials
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter, and so the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top, up 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
We've got Paul George Even to Zubats out there with Mason Plumlee. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Leonard in at the 2. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. George outside. Morris outside. Back to George. And the jam by George.
Slam dunk city, Paul George. With the big-time throwdown there.
Pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game. Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend at the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, BA, but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
Just 2 to shoot. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, that sharp awareness of Towns. Clock running out. He just beats it.
George outside. Out to Covington. Pass to Morris. Here's George. Rebound Minnesota. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Up top Edwards. Leonard defending. Zubats against Reed. Reed to screen on George. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Pulls it. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard outside. Zubats with a screen on Edwards. Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Norm Powell comes in for Covington. Man, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Highland in for Paul George. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Anthony Edwards. And it's good. 2 points.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback. He wasn't going to be denied.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. It's deflected. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Pass to Highland. A minute 37 left in the first half. Here's Mann. No good on the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Mann. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Anderson with it, guarded now by Morris. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to Noel. Back to Rivers. Banked it in off the glass. 46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Now George. 11 points in the game. And there's the drive. Here's Zubac. Reed with the rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-6 run. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this game. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Knocks down the long J. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Now here's Plumlee. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Plumlee a screen. Leonard for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Towns over Plumlee. The shot by Towns, no good. The Clippers trail. Leonard with the ball. Towns covering. Looking to get it going. Leonard can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
There's Plumlee with a 3. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Oh, had a nice open look right there. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Outside Covington. It's George on the wing. McDaniels covering. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
First team.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Count the basket. Edwards got 9 points now in the second half.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. George. Basket's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Knocked away. Conley, a screen on George. To the left wing. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Conley passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. George with it. Started now by Anderson.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
George hits them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. To the inside. Here's Reed. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Leonard outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
He hits the second from the line. 1:05 left to play in the third quarter here. Reed sets a screen. Rivers' shot is off.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Outside, Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard against Edwards. Right side, Covington. Clock at 6. Zubac missed inside. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Takes a step back. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. His fingerprints were... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as As we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Kawhi Leonard out there with Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Plumlee in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
George, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
George with a steal. And George with the jam.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
George has gone 6 of 13 here. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Towns on a screen. This one for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Pass to Plumlee. Conley comes with a double team. Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Here's Towns. Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Well, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. Towns with the ball. To the paint. Zubac with the steal. For 3, Covington. George with it. He's guarded by Conley. George passes to Plumlee. Intercepted. Conley with the ball. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Minnesota with the ball. 11-point game. George against Conley. Pass to Gobert. George with a steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Here's Covington. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat. One of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first free throw is good.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Conley against George. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. He takes it in. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Leonard. Now here's Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Here's Zubac. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
The first one falls.
Paul George, 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Fires in the triple.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Minnesota now. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on George. Conley finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
The floor general Conley. Dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that.
I certainly hope not.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory.